What's up, y'all? Welcome to Corner Store Stories. And today, Art by Jay pulled up. He's one of the dopest artists in the city, and he's gonna talk to us about some of his new projects he got going on, some of the murals he has done, and drop a few gems on us. So check it out, stay tuned, and catch a vibe.
Alright, this Art by Jay. I'm a visual artist, muralist, tattoo artist, painter.
So where are you from?
Born and raised New Orleans, Louisiana. I would say I grew up between uptown and downtown.
All right, so growing up between uptown and downtown, how was your childhood like?
Oh man, lit. Like I was an outside kid, stayed outside, played outside, bikes, pitch up tackle, you know what I'm saying? Baseball with the tennis ball, hump the heads, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Man in the middle, public pools, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man overboard, diving contest. Like, I was a real outside kid. Like, used to be outside. So it was lit. Candy lady, you know, frozen cups, all that.
Facts. The candy lady was always the lead on that corner house though.
Yeah, candy lady, she had it all. If we couldn't go to the store, we go to the candy lady. So it was one or the other.
One of the staples in the neighborhood.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so during that time, you say it was lit, it was fun. Did you grow up with both parents?
No, man. My mom raised me. Grandmothers, aunts. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, mom's definitely held it down when she was at work, you know, grams or aunts, you know, family. I was by my cousin's house a lot. So I spent a lot of time at my cousin in them house in the east. But yeah, moms did her thing.
So what do you feel like is the positives and the negatives that come from your particular situation coming from a one-parent household?
Well, my mom, she held it down, bro. She was tough on me. She used to bust my ass, you know what I'm saying? And she, you know, she showed me love too. And, you know, I had, you know, sometimes boyfriends that was father figures and my grandfather and cousins, their dad, you know, my grandfather. So, I mean, I didn't really feel a void of a dad, you know what I'm saying? But it still was just like, you know, certain shit, well, you know, I wish my dad, da-da-da-da. But at the same time, I grew up with a lot of cats that didn't have their dad around either like that, or stepdads that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mentors. And we used to go to the mosque a lot when I was young because my cousins was Muslim. So they, like, the brothers in the mosque, you know what I'm saying? They used to take us and go do stuff. So it wasn't a huge void, you know what I'm saying? So, and then mom, she held it down. But, you know, at those times, you'd be like, oh, you know, what's up with Pops? Because I didn't meet my dad till I was a little up in age, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a huge, like, void, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing that affected me.
Cool. So, moving on a little bit upwards. So, where did you go to high school at?
So middle school, Marshall. Right after Marshall, went to the K, and then right after that, I went to a couple of schools. I went to Crescent City, out in Metairie, and then Katrina hit. So before Katrina hit, I was about to go to Gregory High School. Gregory was about to start a high school called Gilbert Academy. So I was. It was the summer before that, so I was playing on a football team. So my mom was trying to get all the paperwork straight. So I had to go. Once Katrina hit, boom, I had to go to DC. So I moved to DC with my pops, and I finished high school out there in DC.
Okay, so how was that experience? I mean, you said you went to all these schools and everything. So how was that experience for you, especially in the time that it was, of course, a historical moment in New Orleans with Hurricane Katrina and having to move around like that?
DC was different, man. I had to adjust because leaving the South, going to the North, two totally different things. Like, so once I adjusted, it turned me up because it was more advanced out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of opportunities in my field of art out there than what I would have got here. You know what I'm saying? So it was a culture shock for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'd be able to be here for Mardi Gras and, you know, second lines and, you know, certain things that we did here. Like even holidays, like I came home for Christmas, but like, you know, like we go all out for Thanksgiving and going with family and all, like, you know, it's different up north. You know what I'm saying? Going to get an outfit and all that. So I had to get adjusted. You know, everybody was in Houston, all my friends in Houston and family out. So it just, once I got adjusted, it was all right. You know what I'm saying? I got used to it and learned how to navigate on the trains and got my friends out there, which I still have to this day. So it ended up being a good experience, you know.
Cool. So what did you do after that, after high school and everything?
Okay, so after that, I started tattooing when I was like 13. So I continued that out there. I was tatting out there. Then I came back home tatting, getting back into my art, and just started going hard with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course I had little bullshit jobs and shit like that, but the main focus was to get to where I'm at now with the art. You know, getting my own tat shop and doing all that type of shit.
I got a question for you, Jay. Like, obviously, art is very important to you. So, but at what point in time did like art become something that you really realized you had a passion for, something that you focused on?
Oh man, that's always been the passion since I was young. Like when I was in elementary school, I used to be in all type of art contests, took gifted art. So of course I put the brush down and shit for like right after Katrina. No, I'm lying. After I graduated from high school, I put the brush down for a little bit and just was strictly tattooing and, you know, finding my little hustles here and there. But I picked it back up maybe 2013, 2014, and I was around like Cole and Twin and like a bunch of other cats that was really like already full-fledged with it. So I'm like, man, I need to get back into painting, you know what I'm saying? So I started doing little stuff in there. So when I really started going hard with it around 2013, you know what I'm saying? Then I had my first solo show 2015.
So how has that journey been from you starting at a young age? Because I think you gave us maybe 2 stages of you did it just to do it, then you started, well maybe 3, then you kind of moved away just to make some money, just how everybody was trying to figure out like how to make some bread, and then you got inspired around other artists. So what was like after that, like as far as those stages of your career really?
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, man, I got inspired around other artists, started hitting up art shows, doing my research on stuff, and just really putting myself out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in the midst of it, trying to develop my own style, so I don't have to look like this person or that artist. But you pull, you know, we all, as an artist, we all try different things. We try the characters, we try to mimic other things, and so it just developing that style, and I just kept putting myself out there and kept putting myself out there, you know what I'm saying? And then I made a name for myself, you know what I'm saying? Then I merged from the brush to learning how to spray paint, you know what I'm saying? And got into doing murals. So just soaking up as much game as I could, you feel what I'm saying? And just really putting myself out there. So, and it just elevated from there, you know what I'm saying? Like doing shows, I'm watching them do shows, I'm like, fuck, I want to do a show too. Fuck, I'm about to do me a show. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the fact of being around those right people that encouraged me and it motivated me to like do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? And still to this day, using their guidance and putting forth that effort to continue to put myself out there. You know.
What would you say would because it sounds like you're speaking about, you know, your surroundings and it pretty much could make you who you are. What would you say to anybody how important it is to be able to get mentors or people in the same type of field as you? Like, how important would that be to somebody that don't really, that's kind of in a situation where you were and didn't even have those people? Would you tell them to go and find somebody or just try to get around?
Nah, man, I wouldn't say go find nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's good to ask questions or try to reach out to certain people, but niggas don't be want to give you everything. Certain people ain't gonna tell you everything. So it's just the fact that letting that shit happen organically. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of organic relationships. Like you put yourself in that art world. Like, oh, you do artists and you following certain artists in the city. You showing up to different things and networking. That's how you find those people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you know, go and knock, hey man, can you help me with this? Like, just start like showing up to art shows and showing up to different events and stuff. That's how you get to meet certain artists and network with them, and then you build a relationship with them from there. But even in the midst, like most artists self-taught, you know what I'm saying? So they just mimicking other stuff and doing their thing, and then you know they go to art events and networking and talks and stuff like that. That's how you meet those people, you know what I'm saying? Rather than hitting a nigga in a DM like, man, hey, can you show me how to do this? Like, nah, like go pull up on a nigga if they got a show, talks, whatever. You know, keep up with your favorite artists or people that inspire you and try to go pull up on them.
So I think you have a good point in how social media could kind of be a hindrance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
So what you like you saying, like how important it can be to actually show your face. Mm-hmm. What is the biggest advantage of showing your face to anything? You know, in anything. It could be, you know, in the realm of, like you said, art or business itself.
Yeah,
what advantages does that have?
I mean, it's a good advantage, man. Because I mean, online, you can only do so much online till you pull up and somebody put a face to. Oh man, yeah, I seen dude last time. Oh yeah, I seen you come here last time. I bet this. Oh, so this what you doing? And rather than, you know, online, we can show whatever, but you pulling up. It's a lot more, and I still do that to this day. Like I try to get out of town or go to shit, Art Basel, go to, you know what I'm saying, different shit with outside the city, because you pulling up and you meeting other artists that's worldwide and they constantly seeing you. Oh man, I do remember you. Hey, I got something you might want to hop up on. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to get from behind that phone and that app and really go see what's going on, because that shit could be a little detrimental. Well, not really detrimental, but you know, discouraging. You seeing everybody doing their thing and you know, well, I'm still here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I mean, and we all face that shit, but you got to get out and go see what's actually going on, and go network for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I met Hebrew Bradley. Like, you know what I'm saying? He do a lot of, you know, toys, and cat from Chicago. Right. And I admire what he do, so I got a chance to meet him, and you know what I'm saying? Shim at Bowser, oh, what's up, bro? I remember you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, different stuff like that. Like, you gotta pull up on the scene. Like, you got to, you know?
So what are you up to? What are you doing now with your art and where you got in life?
Okay, man, I'm right now got the art show coming up. This is my 5th year doing one. I've been doing them consecutively. Like, if I don't do it every year, I do it every other year. So this is the 5th one. So coming up in July, I just had one in the midst of the pandemic when shit was just kind of open back up. It was crazy. So now I'm turning it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? And this is gonna be my last solo show in New Orleans for a minute, because I'm about to I'm going solo show somewhere else, Miami, something like that. So I'm getting that together, working on projects, murals. Working with some companies right now too, just doing different things. So yeah, man, the show about to be what's up though in July. Got a whole line of events lined up for it.
And speaking about your shows, I know like the whole camel thing has been a big part of your persona and what you do. Can you kind of touch on like the inspiration for that, like how that's connected back to New Orleans? Yeah,
man. So the camel, that really put me on another level, branding that. And so made my name, like that's my staple, you know what I'm saying? The camel shit. So the camel, we all, you know, we grew up on soldier rags and you know what I'm saying, that type of deal. So the camel is just kind of like a reflection of New Orleans, how we all soldiers in our own way. We all fight our own different battles, you know what I'm saying? We all got and then we overcome the battles. So, you know, in New Orleans, you find any way to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Nigga die, you celebrating. Niggas celebrating Katrina. Like, you go have a second line. So the festive colors within the camel shows the admiration of overcoming and just rewarding it and celebrating whatever you overcome. You know what I'm saying? Whatever battle that is you face. So that's my whole meaning behind the camo. So that's like my signature thing, just throwing that shit on everything, you know what I'm saying? So this show here, I'm veering away from it a little bit, not as much camo, but just expanding the palette, you know what I'm saying? And I may come back to it, you know, so, and it's actually upgrading the collector's pieces, like, oh man, dude, stop for this last time he did the camo, like, blah, 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 2020, whatever, and then, you know, so I'm not veering away from it, I'm just trying some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I made a stamp of that and it'll never be forgotten.
What makes New Orleans New Orleans?
Man, the people, bro. Like, we are our own entity, dog. Like, niggas in New Orleans is different. Like, from the way we talk, the way we carry ourselves, even down to, like, the fashion, like we just different, dog. Like, we in our own little world down here. Like, nobody in the world talk like us. Nobody in the world act like us. Like, the culture is unmatched. Like, but there's not many cultural cities like this in the world. I mean, in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Especially black culture. You feel me? Like just from the way we talk, like, nigga could say a certain thing and you gonna understand, like, if you from here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be like, and somebody from a whole nother, and that's, everybody got their slangs, but it's just our Southern Cajun Creole, like, you know what I'm saying? Mardi Gras Indians, like, second lines, like, nowhere in the world have second lines, dog. Like, so it's just, the people is what makes New Orleans. If we didn't have the people here, like, the culture, like the black culture, and just the food, like, New Orleans would just be like any regular city, you know what I'm saying? But we make it New Orleans. Like, nigga don't say we from Louisiana, nigga, we from New Orleans.
And look, Jay, like, speaking about the people, like, me knowing you personally, I know you have like a very long-standing friend group and close friend group. Can you talk about kind of like how the friends that you do have, your group of partners, like, how do they inspire you, like, in your work?
Oh yeah, man, all my homies, everybody inspired me, brother. And the thing is, everybody in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I got partners doing houses, niggas got clubs and clothing lines, niggas fighting, boxing, you know what I'm saying? Niggas got trucks, 18-wheelers, restaurants, like, so it's like every clothing store is like everybody got, nobody, like, everybody bosses, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is boss, everybody in their own lane. So from where we come up from together, it's just, you know, everybody just going their separate ways. We ain't even gotta talk every day, you know what I'm saying? But we know it's all love, but it's just like, it's super inspirational, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my partner, you know, this hottest promoter in the city, hottest clothing lines in the city. Like, it's just, everybody is bossed up, man.
So
everybody
what's the benefits
bossed up.
of being able to, because a lot of people, you know, they like to stick in certain friend groups that may not be as inspirational.
Yeah.
Versus trying to, like, you know.
Yeah, veer off. And niggas just get trapped, you know what I'm saying? And niggas get trapped and they feel like, oh, I ain't loyal if my mans, if I'm not fooling with my mans and da 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 da. But if your mans is not rocking right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, either put them on game or like, all right, bro, I gotta, you know, I gotta go my own way. I love you, I fuck with you, but it's just, you gotta want to do better and not be a follower. If your mans is robbing and whacking people all day, like, eventually you ride with your mans, you gonna get whacked. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain shit going on that your man's doing that you gotta veer away from. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you gotta have that own mindset. And if your partner can't respect that, then that's not your guy. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to stand on the level where you at. You know what I'm saying? So it's just up to you to make that choice to do better for yourself.
So, I guess to piggyback off of that, like, what you just gave us some real game, you know, and I'm sure this is things that you tell your sons.
Yeah,
and I want to ask
you,
like, how has fatherhood changed you?
Oh man, that changed my life tremendously, man, because it's certain things I won't do, certain places I won't go. In certain ways I gotta carry myself because they watching, you know what I'm saying? They watching everything they do everything I do, how I move, how I talk to their mom, how I do, you know what I'm saying, how I handle certain situations, how I handle them. So it's just like certain stuff I won't do, certain places I won't go. I'm trying to make it home at night. You know what I'm saying? So it just, and certain things I won't expose them to. But so yeah, it changed a lot, man. I love my boys, you know, keep them straight. Sports, I'm on their ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's definitely a life-changing thing, man. I love taking care of my kids. And that's, you know, that you take care of your kids, man, they're gonna take care of you. But, you know.
Thanks. So what experience that you have had that you can only say what happened in New Orleans?
Like good, bad, like what?
Anything. Like something that only would happen here.
What?
And I know you got more.
Where could I start, man?
That's everybody like, I don't know where to start.
I don't even know where to start with that, man. Jesus. I don't know, bro. Oh, I remember when we was young, man, like, I tell this story all the time. We was young, I used to live in Hidden Lake in the East. We used to stay in Hidden Lake in the East. So this dude, you know what bikes, chrome bikes, and all that shit was popping? Yeah. All us had the chromes in the neighborhood. So some dude came in the apartment, but never seen him before. None of us. So we out there playing football. We was doing something, playing football. So my partner had his bike outside. So I ain't had my bike outside that day. But dude, like, you know, dude come through. You know, everybody play. You know, he was a little middle school dude, a little older than us. He come through, hop in the game. We throwing a ball, blah, 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 blah. So dude come through, play with us for a little while. So he asked my partner, man, let me see your bike, bro. I want to show you I can ride backwards. I could ride. So, you know, he sat on the handlebars and was riding backwards. So dude ride backwards, going all around the parking lot. So, you know, we just go back to throwing the ball. I'm like, dude, you shouldn't have let dude see your bike. I don't even know him. Nah, it's all right. I got my eyes on you. So, all right, bet. So, literally, dude backpedaled out the apartments with dude Chrome. Before we know it, dude was gone. Like, bro, like, I told you not to let this dude see your bike, and you know your mama is gonna kill you because you got to bring that bike back home, bro. So that was smooth as shit, though. You wasn't about to see my bike. Moonwalk clean out the apartments with his bike, dog. Like, I'm like, bro, like, you tripping. Fresh chrome. He had it wasn't a GT, it was a, what kind of bike this was, man? I can't even think of it, bro. It wasn't a GT Mongoose.
Not no Dynamo.
It wasn't no Dynamo, man. What's them other bikes, bro? I forgot, but it was like blue and chrome. Bitch was fire. A Huff. He had a Huffy. Yeah, he had the Huffy giant. Chrome, you know, blue and chrome stunt screws on the front and the back. You know, they used to tilt the
bike was the first whips.
Yeah, tilt the handlebars. Fire. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what.
But to everybody,
wait, I think the last question we gotta ask you is, if you could talk to your younger self or just the youth in general, like what message would you convey to them, or you know, what you want to tell them?
Yeah, man, the youth just so exposed to so much right now, man. So it's just like, believe half of what you hear, and I mean, just don't believe half of what you hear and more what you see. You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all, they just so exposed to so much, man. Like with this internet, dog. Like, don't have your own mind, man. Just do your own thing. Like, don't be a follower. Like, yes, stick with the dress trends. You gotta do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, just have your own mind, man. Do your own thing. Be your own person. Be your own entity. And don't be ashamed to do what it is you want to do. If you want to be an artist, you want to be a rapper, you want to do gymnastics, like, just do it. Like, don't be trying to follow up and end up somewhere wrong, man. End up so where your life is done, you're incarcerated, or you lose your life, and you know you can't do nothing behind that wall, bro. So just stay positive and do something, man. Go chase them dreams and make some money and build your future, build your fortune. That's all I can really see. It's a lot of following going on right now, bro. So
facts. Nah, that's a good word for sure.
Yeah, man, y'all stick to yourself.
I mean, sometimes you got it. you can't
yeah. I saw a video with De Niro the other day. He doing the smoothies, and he it was a lot in a few words. He had the little kids in the background. He said they go that way, we going that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? They going that way, we going that way. You see what I'm saying? So just, that's like, it's not that much to say, but it spoke a lot. Yeah, man. Like, you know, so be your own person, man.
Cool. So tell everybody where to find you at, where to support you at.
Okay, cool. Of course, Instagram, art_by_JAY, art_J. My website is www.art-by-j.com. My tattoo shop is called Artist Lodge Tattoo Gallery. You can follow that at Artist Lodge Tattoo Gallery NOLA. Yeah. And that's it.